Laura Garda here with Core Pilates and Yoga and Zen Lattes training systems, coming at you with a basic Pilates mat workout for today. So something that's going to feel really great to strengthen and re-energize through your core, help if you have any low back tightness going on, and just really try to get your center moving and grooving so you can feel great throughout your day. So let's get started. So we're going to start with our mat. Again, I have mine in a T because I'll be facing you at some point, and I'll also be turning to the side at certain points so you get a little better vantage point. But a single mat certainly for yourself is fine. Kind of clear the area a little bit, and let's start to clear our mind as well with some breath. So we're going to start just in parallel first. We'll take a nice wide spread palm and place it right at the ribs here. And let's go ahead and begin some lateral breath. So starting with our breath, we inhale through the nose and think of expanding the rib cage laterally, meaning east to west. Then as we exhale, we'll exhale out the mouth with a ha sound and think of knitting those ribs back together to the center line. So again, we inhale and expand, and we exhale, knit and contract together. And as you're working this breath, keep in mind the shoulders are staying level and down, the feet are drawing energy up from the floor, the quadriceps are active, and the pelvis is nice and level so that our spine can really stem up from the pelvis and help us to stay tall and strong. So let's try this breath 2 more times, breathing in. So this Pilates breath is going to be our breath of choice as we move throughout our moves today. Let's glide into the toes and allow the heels to dial together in what's known as Pilates V. You'll have about a fist distance in between the balls of the big toes there. And of course the heels are wrapped together, thusly the seat is wrapped all the way up to the glutes, okay? From here, let's bring our arms out in front, just make a nice gentle hoop, and we'll start with some standing footwork, just simply floating the heels up and landing them down, floating them up and landing them down. We'll inhale up, exhale, resist the down. We'll float up 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the float up, and then from here, bending and straightening at the knees. So we'll bend, and we'll come up and squeeze those legs together, bend. Come up and squeeze the legs together, bend, and lengthen. Exhaling on the down. Inhale as you glue everything together and up. Last 3, and 2. And then last one, let's hold everything glued together and up. Slowly land the heels nice and light. Now we'll lift the arms up, moving into lateral flexion. Dropping the right arm down by our side. Let's pour and open up the side body, those intercostal muscles along the rib cage. And then let's lift back up and try the other side. Big lengthening stretch. Inhale, we're tall. Exhale, we float through center and pour to the side. Again, inhale, we're tall. Float through and pour. And then let's come back up to the center. Hands will lightly come behind the head here, coming into some torso twisting. So again, reconnect through your core, through your hips, through your feet. Everything is centered. The torso is going to do the twist. So we'll rotate to our right, exhaling as we go there. And then inhale, center. Exhale, rotate other side. So you're literally trying to wring out through your rib cage, through your thoracic vertebrae. That's the area that's twisting here for us today. Nice twist and center. Exhale as you go. That'll lend itself to the twist. One more time. And we'll come center. From here, let's do a lovely standing roll down. So imagine for a moment your back is against a wall. So we feel the head against the wall. We feel the shoulder blades rolling back and down against the wall. We feel a subtle low belly lift up such that the sacrum is against the wall, right? Super tall. And from here, we'll slowly peel our body off the wall. So begin with the head pouring forward. Scoop the belly in and up as the chest lowers down, and continue all the way. Release the arms, let gravity take your torso down, including the head. Inhale as you're here, slowly scoop through the belly, lifting all the way up. We'll stretch those arms nice and tall, maybe even a little extension, greeting this day, and then we'll come back to tall and reconnect with our imaginary wall. Let's try that 2 more times. So inhale, we're tall. Exhale, peeling. The zip and wrap stays so your seat is staying lifted. You're not hinging and pressing back into the wall, right? So we're peeling off all the way down. Arms lengthen, extend. Really let yourself release and let go. Activation through the belly. Slowly lift up. Reconnect. Tall, 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 tall. Good stretch back. And then hands behind the head for our last one. Ensure that you're at the back of your mat. So I'm actually going to come to the side of my mat because from here we'll be moving on down towards the floor and the mat surface. So inhaling, you're tall against your wall. Exhale, peeling off of your wall, zipping and wrapping the whole way we go. And again, releasing those arms. As we're down here now, we're just going to bend the knees. We're going to walk out with our hands into a plank position. Now, it's our first plank of the day. We don't have too many today, so no worries. But we start with shoulder and wrist. And, of course, those legs nice and firm. The feet have naturally separated, and our gaze is just out in front of us right now. Take a breath in and out. Practicing some stillness here, practicing core activation against gravity. So as we exhale with our lateral breathing, we're envisioning the belly drawing in and pulling to the center line as we exhale. Try the inhale again, nice lateral breath. Exhaling. One more time. And then from here, we'll gently drop those knees down, and we're going to turn around and have a seat. So from our seated position here, the knees are bent, feet are flat on the mat, and we'll slowly lower down onto our back. So as we lower down onto our back, starting with a pelvic clock, so dealing with the stability through the pelvis, you're going to make a little diamond pattern with your hands, bringing the thumb to the belly button, and those fingers will splay down towards the thighs. Right now, we're going to spill our pelvis to the thumbs. So thinking of tucking the pelvis up and dipping towards the thumbs. And then finding a nice arch in the back will spill towards the thighs. And sometimes we liken this, it's called pelvic clock. So we think of the thumb as being 12 o'clock on our clock. And then down at the fingers, we think of that being 6 o'clock. So we're engaging, imprinting, moving to 12. And we're finding extension and lift as we move into 6. And as we can feel the pelvis rocking back and forth here, we want to eventually find a position of neutral pelvis. So keeping the hips now very level, finding balance from our thumbs at 12 o'clock and our fingers down at 6 o'clock. So that's a nice neutral pelvis. We're going to keep that. Arms will release by our side. Let's bring one leg up into what's known as a tabletop position, hip to knee, knee to ankle, and then we'll bring the other leg. This is where neutral pelvis really has to kick in. And not only neutral pelvis, but now the lower transverse abdominals have to engage to keep the pelvis stable. From here, we'll flex the feet, and we'll slowly tap one heel down towards the mat surface, and then bring it up. And then we'll tap the other heel down towards the mat surface and bring it up, moving slowly and mindfully such that, again, the pelvis is neutral and you can feel the lower abdominal muscles actually engaging to aid in that stability. The opening is at the hip. The angle at the knee joint stays fixed. So we simply exhale and tap, coming right back up. Exhale and tap, coming right back up. We'll do one more time here. And we're going to go ahead and leave that foot down, and then the other will come down to join. Now from here, moving into an abdominal prep, so coming into an upper abdominal curl, palm on palm, coming right behind the head, very light. And we lift here, coming into spinal flexion and resisting back down. So our exhale helps draw us up, still maintaining neutral pelvis, so very level there, thinking of gliding your ribs towards your hips. The exhale guides you up and controls you back on the inhale. Let's do 4 more here, nice and light, not really trying to force my head and neck. Ideally, the head and neck and shoulders are coming up for the ride as the abdominals do the work, right? 2 more. Excellent. Let's lower down for just a second, and we'll do a few knee sways. So the arms will come out by your side. You're going to sway your knees one direction and then sway them the other direction. So good release through the back, waking up the sides just a little more. 1 more each way. Excellent. Let's come back to the center. Again, we'll bring the hands behind the head. This time, just one leg will come up into tabletop. And I have my left leg, which if you're looking at me, it would be your right, yes? So now we bring the opposite shoulder to the bent knees. So the opposite shoulder comes up and right on back. Exhale, we lift up on the diagonal. Now, in theory here, we're thinking rib towards the hip crease. So it's a rather small movement. Try to keep the elbow out in your peripheral view. You don't want to overmuscle. Pilates is really about efficiency of movement and what should look effortless, where there's really a lot of effort actually going on. So we don't want to overmuscle, overforce anything working. Let's do one more here, and we'll land down, and we'll gently switch. Other leg coming up, and we lift on that diagonal. On that diagonal, working up and back. Working up and back. The exhale just slowly guides you up, and the inhale controls your return. Let's do 4 more here. And 3. Excellent. We'll come back down. We'll hug the bent knee in and then draw the other knee in as well. And just do a little bigger rock and roll here from side to side. And now we have to think about getting up. Ideally, when you start your Pilates mat exercises, you're in your core from start to finish, right, the entire time. So we can't just come up any old way, right? We need to come up using our core. So we're gonna have the feet land back down. The knees are gonna be lightly touching. The feet are gonna be lightly touching. And we'll do a bent knee roll up. So the arms come up to the ceiling. They'll inhale out to the side for shorter lever here. We'll reach around, grab the backs of the legs, peel the body up, and we lift to top. Now let's just try that one more time. So we'll lower down, nice and controlled, arms up, inhale, side, exhale. Just simply grabbing the backs of the legs, scoop in deep through the belly, and we lift. Fantastic. From here, we're going to be coming back into the classic 100, and we'll start with our knees bent for halfway, and then I'll invite you to lengthen the legs for the last half. Okay, remember you're going to be here for 100 counts, so taking our time. We'll slowly lower down. We'll stop before the head, neck, and shoulders get to the mat. Turn your palms down. Again, we'll start bent knee. Inhale and pump. 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 2, 3, 4. That's 10. Inhale and exhale. That's 20. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, nice and smooth. You're at 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. From here, choose to lengthen the legs up or lengthen them out. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 5 and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2. 2 more sets. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2. 5 and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, relax, bend the knees in. Let's stretch the body out long here, arms reaching past the head, actively, mind you, with the palms facing each other, the thumbs are lightly tapping the floor, and then lengthen each leg out, finding your Pilates V here. So let's flash back for just a moment when we were standing and we had our imaginary wall. So now you're lying down, you actually have an imaginary wall, you have a real wall, you have a floor that you're going to be peeling off of. So we have a full body roll up. So we'll inhale, prepare, keeping the ribs down, keeping the neutral pelvis. We'll exhale, peel the head, the neck, the shoulders, deep scoop through the belly, reach for those toes, reach, 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 dial down. And then coming up. All right, from here, moving into a single leg roll back or roll up, depending on where we start. We're starting up, so we'll call it a roll back. Shoulders back and down. We have our left leg lifted, right leg is glued on the mat. We'll scoop and lower back. And then we'll nod and lift up. 2 more, scoop, lower back. Nod and lift up. 1 more time, we'll stay back there. So we're going to stay down, arms long by our side. Our lifted left leg is up, moving into leg circles. Cross the midline of the body. Sweep the leg around to come up. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Now as I'm circling the leg, the rest of my body acts like a statue. Very still, actively stabilizing. Pause here. Let's change direction. Away, around, in and up. away, around, in and up. So we're keeping our circles at a mindful pace, nothing too crazy to disturb the rest of our body. Last one here. Let's lower the leg back down. Coming into our full body roll up once again. I'm against my floor surface, super solid, super lengthened. Inhale, prepare to roll up. Exhale, we peel, we scoop that belly, and we dial towards our toes. And then we take the other leg here, and we have our single leg roll back. So we nod and wheel back. And then we nod and come up. And nod and wheel back. And then this last time, we'll stay down there for our leg circles on the other side. So let's lower down, holding right here. Again, very active body across the floor. Leg is lifted. We cross the midline, bringing it in and around and up. Circle range is as large as you could control, right? So just think of a hula hoop of sorts, and you're tracing the inside of that hula hoop as you're going around. Now, if you need to make it a little smaller because things are starting to jump, that's fine too. Shorten the range of motion. Let's change direction. Go around and in, away, around and in, away, around and in. Let's do 4 more. Last one. Lowering the leg. 1 more full body roll up. Can we do it? Those abs are working right out of the gate here. Inhale, exhale, peel, scoop, and wheel your body forward. Big stretch. Sneaking in a few more abdominal strengthening exercises here. Coming up, we'll grab our left leg, coming into single leg stretch. So right hand is to the inside of the knee, left hand is to the ankle. Again, that same low belly tuck. We'll extend the right leg as we lower back, pulling in on the left, switch, pulling in on the right. Now our breath, inhale as you pull in, inhale again, please, and then let's exhale and exhale. So we go inhale to inhale, exhale to exhale. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, let's hold the right leg in, relax the head, neck, and shoulders, dropping the bent right foot, and then adding the left. Coming into some bridging here. So we have about a palm's distance from sit bone to heel. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, peel your hips up. Open those hip flexors. Send your hips in a level playing field, but up towards the sky. Inhale as you're here. We'll articulate on the way down. So lower your ribs first, lower your waist second, and then finally your pelvis comes third. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, peel up into your bridge. Inhale, you're up. Exhale, ribs land. Waist lands, that's the tricky one. And then down to the hips. 1 more time, please. Inhale. Exhale, lifting up into our bridge. Let's hold our bridge here for just a moment and add a chest expansion. So you'll lightly lift on the left side, walk that shoulder blade under, and then the other. Interlace the fingers, finding your chest expansion along the floor and driving the hips up just a smidge higher. Just a little bit. Feel the hamstrings, feel the glutes activating. Holding here, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the arms. Lower down. From here, hugging the knees in, you'll slide the hands down towards the lower portion of the shin bone, top of the ankle. Clasp one hand over the other wrist. Moving into rolling like a ball. Now, it's a little tricky to start from lying down, but we're going to give it a try. We'll exhale and float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Sink your belly as if there's a big seatbelt, pressing your waist into the floorboards. Getting just a smidge of momentum here, rock back, and then start to rock up. Once you get that initial rock, then keep your ball nice and tight, very strong, very closed in. Last 3, and the 2, and then the 1. Let's hold up. Fantastic. Drop the feet down. Turn the soles of your feet together. Take a quick butterfly stretch here. And slowly coming up. We have 1 more of the abdominal exercises through our Pilates series we're going to do today, and it'll be single straight leg stretch. So hopefully the body is warmed up and ready to go. We'll start with our right leg this time. So we'll have the right leg in. Same action, you're going to lower back, but just before the head, neck, and shoulders land, you'll stop. So we do a deep scoop through the belly, lower back, As you stop here, extend and lengthen the right leg to the sky. Extend and lengthen the left leg hovering above the ground. We'll do 2 pulls on the lifted leg to you, exhaling twice, and then we'll switch. So a nice long smooth inhale as you transition. The exhale, think deeper, deeper. So it's sink the belly deeper, deeper into the mat surface. 4, 3, 2, let's hold the left leg in and we'll slowly lower down, bending the right. From here into a single leg teaser. So our lengthened leg now is going to lower and we're going to glue those legs together. So I have one leg bent, one leg extended. From here, I come into my bent knee roll up or single leg teaser. We're going to do a short lever lift first. So we'll inhale out to the sides, exhale, grab the backs of the legs and pull up and then lower down. Let's try the next version. Instead of the short lever lift, we'll take the arms overhead. Key to keep the ribs in. Inhale here, exhale, grab and lift up. And then 3rd time's a charm here. We're going to try not to grab, okay? Inhale, you're here. Exhale, scoop, squeeze, and lift. And you're right back down. And I do believe we have the other side. So we're going to take the leg that was just extended. We'll lower back for our single straight leg stretch. We'll hover the right, pull twice and switch. 4, 3, 2, you guessed it. We got to hold this leg in. We'll bend. We'll lengthen. Lower back. Try the short lever. Every side tells a different story, so let's start the same way. We inhale out, shortening the lever, sweep around, grab, and lift up. Lower right back down. Try overhead with the grab. So we go overhead, we peel up, but we still grab, we scoop, and lift. And then let's try the full deal here, see if we can do it. So we peel up, we scoop, we lift, 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 lift. And we'll stay up. Nice job. From here, you're going to sit nice and tall, coming into spine stretch forward. So take just a moment and rock from sit bone to sit bone. Your feet are about the width of your yoga mat. Feet are flexed, and you're scooping in. Pelvis is neutral and very lifted. So your abdominals are lifting out of the bowl of the pelvis. Here comes our imaginary wall butting up against our spine, and the arms are up. My arms are up, my arms are almost in line with my ears and my cheekbones, okay? And as I extend them, I'm still mindful of keeping my ribs to my hip crease. So inhale as we're here. Exhale, peel off your imaginary wall. Scoop in, wheel down, down, down. And then restack to tall. Again, exhale, scoop down. The belly is pulling in and up. Right back up. One more time here. We'll scoop down. And come right back up. From here, opening the legs just a little wider, about 2 to 4 inches off of your mat, coming into the saw. So we're seated nice and tall. The arms are out to a T now. And our wall has turned into kind of a revolving door. Okay, you'll see why in just a minute. Take your left pinky finger, and we're going to saw off our right pinky toe. So we're tall. Here's that revolving door, right? Dump your back thumb and scissor, scissor, scissor off the pinky toe. Come back to center. So we twist, extend, rotate, and reach, reach, reach. Coming right back up. And inhale, tall. Twist, extend, lengthen, 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 and right back up. One more set through. Make sure those arms are reaching in opposition, and right back up. Last one here. Reach, 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 and right back up. Little activation for our strengthening today. Take those hands behind you. Glue the legs together. Find Pilates V. We'll do an incline plank, lifting up. Send those hips high to the sky. Big stretch. Land right back down. 2 more times. Good lift, big stretch, opening the whole front side of the body. And down. One more time, please. Good lift. Drive the hips up. And land down. Sitting tall. Let's stretch forward. Reach towards the shins, the ankles, the toes. And then coming up from here, let's shift around onto all fours. And if you need an extra knee cushion, you can even fold your mat up a bit and kneel on that, or simply add a towel or an extra piece of yoga mat maybe that you have lying around. So from here, shoulder, wrist, hip, knee. We'll round into a cat back. We'll extend into cow. And just think of spinal flexion and extension, round up. And extend. And then off of that, let's find neutral spine. So neither round nor extend, but level. You're right in between. Moving into spinal balance. Right arm, left leg reaches out. Come on down, other side. And working on keeping your neutral spine, yes? So nothing changing along the center line of your body. Thinking of the arm and leg reaching out in opposition and at the same height as you work. One more time here. Excellent. And as we're kneeling, coming into a low lunge. So we'll kneel to tall for just a minute. Bring your right leg in front and simply lunge forward. A great hip flexor stretch. And then moving back, other leg. Deep lunge forward. Back, coming into a full plank position now, so we'll come back to our all fours, lengthen the legs, super firm, super strong, gazes just lightly out in front of you, yes, nice and long. Imagine the wall, which would be the ceiling then, would be coming down, and your head, your shoulder blades, low belly's pulling in, so the sacrum is all suction cupped to the ceiling. One more breath here, and then we'll gently drop to the knees, lower down, and find ourselves with a little spinal extension in swimming. So arms are going to lengthen out. Right arm, left leg floats up. And then you'll transition and switch. And we'll inhale to exhale. Lifting evenly, swimming right across the lake. Think of a gorgeous day. Smooth, clear water. Things are looking good. Things are feeling good. 4, 3, 2, let's hold those limbs up, floating, floating, floating. Super person pose here, flying all over, making everything right with the world. Hold it, 4, 3, 2, and then land down. Just land down like you're a sleeping crocodile. Turn the feet out to the sides. Take your forehead to your hands. And then lifting the head up, hands will track underneath the shoulders, retract the feet, stretching the spine here. A couple quick moments, bend the knees in, sit back to the heels and walk those fingers forward. But as you walk the fingers forward, sits bones are back to the heels and you're super rounding through the low back, lumbar flexion. And slowly come up. We'll finish with a dynamic stretch here, folding the right leg out in front, left leg bent behind. We'll take our right hand behind us, left arm wraps the rib cage, and let's stretch to tall. Make it a magnificent day. Come on down, 2 more times. Big stretch. Last one, holding up, super dynamic. You're down. Switch those legs, swing them around. Wrapping in, lifting, reach up. Big exhale. Feeling at peace with your body, feeling at peace with your mind. Let's come around. Find a seated easy pose. Take a giant breath. Interlace, stretch up, look up. Everything is lifting up. You've taken the time to do something good for you today. Arms down. Little shoulder shrug. Little press. One more time. And press down. And I applaud you for some good work, solid core strengthening going on here today, a little bit of stretch, a little bit of flexibility as well. Hopefully you're off to a great start. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.